my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Hennessy, and I created this channel to talk through all things investing in Dominican Republic, traveling, and working from home. So in today's video, I actually want to do the walkthrough of the house. I know in the previous video, I did the walkthrough of the apartment. And now we're at the house. I haven't had a chance to do a walkthrough just because I've had people in and out. And yesterday I had a checkout, so I was like, let me just take the opportunity to do this video. So a bit of background, or for those of you who have not seen my previous video, the house is how I started on Airbnb about 3.5 years ago. I'm going into my 4th year of Airbnb. And I started with this house because it was actually my mom's house, and she had it rented out locally, which was pretty cheap that she had it rented out. And the people were moving out, and she's like, hey, do you want to have the house because we keep traveling to DR? And I said, sure, I'll have it. And my thought was, I'll put it up on Airbnb when I'm not here. And when I'm here, I'll just utilize the house. Then I got the house, I did a walkthrough, and it wasn't in the best condition ever. So that year, which was 2020, I invested and did a few upgrades, nothing too crazy. But now we're 3.5 years later, and it's been doing great. Hopefully this upcoming year is probably gonna be the last year I have the house up on Airbnb, because my thought process is that I would love to gut it and actually remodel it and make it look a lot nicer, because at the time I didn't have a lot of money and I just worked with what I had. Also because the area has grown, right? When my mom first purchased this house, there was actually nothing around. The roads weren't even paved, and now obviously all this time later, roads are paved. There's actually a Starbucks when you come in through to the area. So this only talks about the expansion of the area, and I want to make the house just a little bit nicer. So my plan is that this year we'll have my last year on Airbnb, and then I'll probably try to fund a whole remodel for the house. So the area that we're starting off is in the front of the house. I pretty much closed it out so we can't really see in the outskirts. I do have cameras out there and stuff like that, but when you step into the house, you really can't see the street, which I think a lot of people actually like the privacy of it. This area, I do have some seating, and there's a dry plant that I need to fix, but this is basically us coming into the house. And then as you step in, it's the actual living room. Again, didn't have to do much here, just kind of furnish it and make it as comfortable. You're gonna see a lot of pink because that's really usually what people like to see. Again, hopefully this year I get to remodel. So this house is actually a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath house. I do have a laundry area. There is another back room that I don't really utilize for Airbnb. I kind of utilize it as, for me to put stuff in there, the cleaning supplies, the sheets and things like that. But yeah, we'll walk through the whole house. There's really not any updates I'm gonna do this year. Again, my plan is just to write it out last year on Airbnb and then remodel it. So I'm not really going to be making any changes to it. So this is the first bedroom. It has 2 queen-size beds, which sleeps 4 people. I have a desk area, and then this actually has its own private bathroom, which is great, since it sleeps 4 people. Additionally, when we move along to the hallway, we have another bathroom on this end. We have a bedroom here. It also has its private bathroom, and it sleeps 2 more people. And then finally, within this area, this is obviously the 3rd bedroom, and sleeps 2 more people. So in total, I sleep 8 people. I can actually sleep 10 people because the sofa turns into a bed as well that sleeps 2, but I only advertise it to sleep 8 people. It just makes it easier for me on the turnover. So if we continue, we're coming back out into the living room. And from the living room, we're actually going to go into the dining room, the kitchen, and then the backyard.
So as we see here, this is pretty much the dining room area. There is 1 parking space on the side of that other door, and then it goes into the kitchen, which is pretty simple. I left it pretty rustic.
So after you come out of the kitchen, we obviously hit the backyard, and a big reason the house rents well is because, one, I sleep 8 people, right? So usually I get either big families that are celebrating something or groups of friends, and of course the pool is the main character here because people usually like the private pool area and the fact that I can sleep a good amount of people. The house is located in a local area, so obviously electricity is not 24/7, but I have a generator, so electricity goes out, the generator kicks in, and really everything continues working as is, which a lot of people like. And it's probably the noise you guys are hearing in the background. That's one thing I do need to do this year. There is like a silencer for the generator that I just haven't had a chance to get, but I do need to get it because the noise is actually quite annoying. I'm surprised no one has like said anything about it. But yeah, the house is pretty much very well equipped. Again, I hope that this year is the last year I'll be having the house on Airbnb, and then I get to remodel it. I have a lot of plans for it. I do want to remodel it to look completely different. It's probably going to look like a different house. A big part of it is that the house only has 1 parking space in the house, and I want to turn that into 2. So of course it's going to take a lot of work, but hopefully this year that's something that I get to do. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any comments or questions, please leave it down below. I would love to answer it, and see you guys next time. Bye.